All right. So, is it that time, you ask? Is it time? It's time. Let me tell you what else it's time for. It's getting kind of balmy down here. It's real humid. I need to retire with a mint julep, perhaps. But regardless, it's Oklahoma Willys time. I told you, I promised you the next video would be about it. About whaling. I told you. All right. Well, how? There you go. Man of my word. We got old whaling in here. Gonna do a little light duty tinkering. And if you wonder what a Willys looks like when you find one in its natural habitat, this is what it looks like on the inside. There's rampant amount of fecal matter in whaling right now. And my stupid ass did this earlier. I couldn't get this out. I was trying to take the seat out because it's just filled to the brim. And if you ever seen these trucks, it's real tight in here, so I slipped the angle grinder in here to cut a notch in the, because this is actually straight edge. Cut a new notch in it because it's destroyed. And I managed to cut a nice little notch in the perfect floor, which, you know, yeah, I'm excited about that, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Still couldn't get it out, so I just cut it off because the seat I don't think is any good. It's severely compromised. But we're going to see if we can't set up the camera on the other side. We're going to vacuum some of this crap out. Let y'all see that it ain't all just sunshine and roses for Red Clay Traveler. You got to wade through a lot of fecal matter, excrement, if you will, if you're going to be a Willys man. So, let's see. We're going to get you set up over here. And we're going to see if we can't vacuum out old whaling just a touch. Get him presentable. And then we're going to see, I'm going to pop the hood off here because it's just sitting there precariously. And we'll show you what's going on underneath there up close. We'll do you a better grand tour, if you will, of the truck. And the bed was also filled with manure, alfalfa, hay, and various fecal matter, rat skin, like dead rats, snake skins, like all kinds of stuff going on back here. The floor, the edges of the bed, extremely solid. The front of the bed, extremely solid. It's got these kind of random spots, holes in it. It's no big deal, and it's not wavy either, so that's easy patchwork. Ain't no big deal. Don't take none off of it for me. So let's get you set up, and we'll get the vacuum going, and we'll try to get some of this fecal matter cleaned out in here if we can. We'll give you a bird's eye view. How about that? We'll get you on up here. Get you on up here. Come on, tilt you. There you go. Let y'all see all that goodness. Look at all that goodness right there. Yeah, money. Money. What's it like being a Willys man, Red Clay Traveler? It's pretty great. Just gonna deal with a little BS from time to time. Now, the last time, excuse the hounds of the Baskervilles barking in the background. I have no control over such things, so let's not get emotional. Let's see here. Of course, we don't have another plug-in on that. Why would we? Let's see. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. Take my vintage tire tool here. See if we can't rake some of the larger chunks of fecal matter out. Oh yeah, this is nice. The rockers on this truck are extremely solid. The floor overall on the thing is pretty good. It's got one bad spot over here I'll show you. The driver's side looks pretty Gucci. And as we all know, this truck's hotter than Helen of Troy. So we all know this. You know it, I know it. The rats that took a dump in this toolbox right here knew it. This is a good way to get diseases, by the way, children, so you probably shouldn't do this. What I'm doing, just reach in with your bare hand, pick up the fecal matter. It's mostly dry. Well, that's not. But anyway, it makes no difference. I think I actually have a glove. You might actually get to see me put a glove on, just because that stuff's wet. I'm pretty sure it's not water. I think there actually is a glove in here, is there? Oh, yeah. Well, that's what's left of a glove. So, bare hand it is. I tried. Everybody thinks it's just sunshine and rainbows. Oh, God. I can't blame these rats. If I was vermin, I'd want to live in a 49 Willys truck, by the way. I would. Beats living in a shoe, doesn't it? Oh. It smells exactly like a rabbit hutch or guinea pigs. So it's bringing back parts of my childhood, so that's kind of cool. Listen to that bottom of that toolbox. Just solid. Alright, that's enough. Let's try the vacuum. As you can tell, that this is a lot of fun. Just mainly trying to get the stench out of the shop, because there's a significant odor. Let's see. Get you moved back around to this side. Don't worry, we're going to time lapse this so that you don't have to watch every grinding moment of it. I'm not that cruel. Alright, so we're back. Sorry. Let's see here. Oh yes, we're removing fecal matter from one location to another. Yes. Yes. That is what we were doing. Where? Oh, here's a glove. Is there a black widow in it? Let's stick our hand in it and find out. That's the best way to do it. Just shove your hand. Just shove it. Yeah. Nope. Maybe just a brown recluse. Alright. Get some of this fecal matter. Don't think less of me because I'm wearing a glove. Okay? It's just, you know, I don't need botulism. I don't know what them rats in Oklahoma got in their system. Alright. This is actually a Home Depot glove from when I was employed at Home Depot. That was pleasant. Definitely enjoyed that endeavor. I'd rather do this all day long than work at Home Depot again. Living that orange lifestyle. Ow, there's a steering wheel right there. gonna get all this excrement out of here, but just trying to cut down on the smell just a touch. Alright, we're going to call that good enough. I've had all the fun that I can stand with this. Come on, let go. Alright, cool. It's important to remain calm while you work on your Willys. Alright. Let's get our camera clamps back down, and we'll give you a solid once over on the Willys. This truck is actually surprisingly a 49. I ran the numbers. I was expecting it. Come on, tripod. Come on. There you go. I was expecting this truck to be earlier than 49. It is not. I ran the numbers. It is a 49. I've talked to several other guys that are Willys men like myself, and they are confused as well because there's a couple things here that are bizarre. That my other truck, Jubal, that y'all have seen in my other videos, is a 49, 100%. And it does not have these features. And I wonder if it's because this truck's two-wheel drive, or maybe it's an early 49 or a late 49. I do not know. Alright, so one thing that's obviously different is this sick ashtray right here. This right here is sick. Flick your Lucky Strikes in there, your Marlboros, your Winstons, your Chesterfields, alright? So, never seen that before. Several other men that grew up with Willys trucks that dads were buying them new in the 50s told me they've never seen that before. I don't know. It's weird. I can't even find a picture of another one with this. I'm not saying this is the only one, not claiming that. I'm just saying I can't find out anything about this. These knobs here are in a little bit different positions than on Jubal. The headlight button right here is in a different spot than Jubal. The gauge cluster's the same. This unit's got 90,380 miles on it, so somebody was applying the send lever all the way when they were driving this truck. So usually I don't ever see them with much more than 30,000 on it. So 90,000 miles in this unit is a hell of a lot of driving, all right? I mean, you get this thing wound up to, I don't know, let's not get crazy, 90. 90,000 miles at 30 miles an hour, basically. That's pretty intense. Window actually rolls down like butter. It's broke all to hell, but it rolls down really good. We'll roll it down, let some of the stench out. So it's got the early style push buttons. The handle is missing, but I found it in the bed, which is good. So, got the handle. Rockers are extremely good, like I already mentioned. This is the air cleaner horn. This is bizarre. Well, not bizarre, but it's strange that this truck has rot on this side in that corner, which is bizarre. I'm not sure. Usually it's the driver's side that's always rotted, but this one it's isolated right there. So I wonder if they had like a bag of salt or something sitting here. Because this whole side, it's still salt enough. It ain't gonna hurt nothing, but it's soft. So this ain't no big deal to patch this. This ain't nothing. But still, it's just kind of strange. And then we'll come around. So like I say, I ran the numbers, and it's a 49 for sure. So it's kind of unique. It's strange. And now it's got these oval pedals, which doesn't necessarily mean that it came with oval pedals. But the way these pedals are made, they screw in. And not all pedals from the 40s and 50s had the exact same diameter stud on the back. So I just find it unlikely that it didn't come with these. Now, a guy told me that the earlier Willys trucks from the 40s pre this design had oval pedals like this, so that it could just be a holdover from that, which is possible. Of course, we've got our factory door hinge gas pedal, which is pretty sick. That's factory. We've still got our horn button, surprisingly, which is almost always missing. So that's nice. We got our Signal Stat 900 signal error. Patent pending. Alright. So that's pretty sick. Looks like they had, I know it had another horn on it. What key does it have? Storm King. Look at that. Look at that. Storm King. Manufacturing. Milwaukee. That's kind of nifty. Made in America. That's kind of sick. I like that. We've got our regular, we've got our 3-speed T90 with no hookup for a transfer case. So, and it's odd that this truck's 2-wheel drive and it's on the floor. Most of them are 3 on the tree, which I prefer it in the floor, so I was happy about that. But it's kind of strange. Most 2-wheel drive trucks you see are 3 on the tree. So, I have seen ones that were in the floor. They could have converted this one at some point, but I doubt it. It probably came this way. Everything else on it appears to be pretty bone stock, so I would say it probably came this way. Got an old wrap on the steering wheel that needs to be taken off and get back down to that goodness that Willys came with. Look at that. This ain't no bueno. We don't need this. We don't need that garbage. We want that tiny steering wheel vibe. To me, there's nothing better than one of these vintage trucks with these tiny steering wheels. It feels right. Feels like the way it should be. But yeah, we can pull this crap off anytime. Up here, the top's good. The roof of the cab is in damn good shape. Back of the cab's in good shape. Let's see, what else was I going to tell you? This floor is really solid over here. Really solid. Both toolbox floors are intact. No holes. That's crazy. This rocker's really good. We got one little spot right there, which is nothing. No big deal at all. This door, the latch on it is stuck right there. I'm going to have to monkey around with that. This door is a little wadded up, but it's like completely rust free, and the patina matches, so we're just going to get it to shut, and we're going to leave it like that, because this ain't no show pony. Let's see here. Let's take the hood off. Oh, let's not trip and fall, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see. Put the camera in a precarious location. Check. All right. That's heavier than it looks. Unfortunately, this hood is kind of trashed. So we're going to have to see about getting another hood for it. And the paint on it doesn't match anyway, so it's not that big a deal to get a different hood. So this is what we got cooking under the hood. So you got some hella horn action over here, which is so that people know that you're coming through, you're serious, and you got a payload, and it's not going to wait. All right. There's our transmission bell housing. There's the input shaft. Here's our motor mounts down up in there. The old bath oil cleaner. Our battery tray, which is actually in really good shape. If you look down right in there, you'll see a pin sticking out of the side of the frame. That's actually, I've only ever seen that on these early trucks, and that's where they could have made this left or right hand drive. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, the light's bad, but trust me, it's there. So this is really neat. I don't know what this is. Something to do with the fact that this was a plumbing, heating, and air truck. They've mounted it to this fender, and then it's got a big support that runs underneath to the frame. So I'm not sure what this is. It was something they were using it. Maybe they were using it to clamp stuff too with a C-clamp or something. I don't know, but it's sick and it's going to stay there. These marker lights are different from my other 49. They're smaller. These bezels here are in really nice shape. The headlights are in really nice shape. For some reason, they look brand new. If you look at the data plate here, if you can see it, you'll see it says two-wheel drive. So it's a factory two-wheel drive. It's got the two-wheel drive drop axle, which this truck would be extremely easy to convert to four-wheel drive, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it two-wheel drive because it's exceptionally rare. In 49, from what I could tell, from what I looked up, it looks like they made about 5,000 two-wheel drive trucks in 49. From what I can tell, loose estimate is that they made total production of the over 200,000 Willys trucks they made. It appears that less than 15, 16,000 of them were two-wheel drive. And they quit making them by, I believe, 50 or 51, I think is when they quit making two-wheel drive ones. So you're talking about a pretty damn rare unit, the earliest of the Willys trucks, and very limited production. So I'm not going to butcher it. Not Buffalo Bill. We're going to leave it factory, and then we're going to make it run like a stabbed rat. That's what we're going to do. Like a scalded dog, as they say. The grill is in remarkably good shape. The windshield's not even busted. Our centerpiece right there has got a little bit of rot in it, but that's no big deal. I've got more of those. The drip rail on this sucker is phenomenal. It's money. It's magic. So what we're going to do with this unit is we're going to I'm going to order a clutch, which I've said this like 4 times, but we're saying it again. This is the official video. We're going to order a clutch and some motor mounts, and we're going to take that F-head right there, okay? And we're going to take it like this, and then we're going to spike it in here, okay? And then we're going to slap stick it wherever we want. Okay, this truck's old enough to where it was a foot start truck, which I would very much like to get it started. That's what this is. Right there. That's the foot start mechanism. I love that. Makes it sick. So we want to put that back factory if we can. If not, then we'll run it regular for a while. But either way, we've even still got our splash guard down here. That's what this is. Frame on this truck is extremely solid. There's not even any surface rust on it, really. Our leaf springs on this sucker are money, and they're always broke, always broke. And this one, no, it just keeps giving. It just is. So at first I was a little disappointed. I'm like, I wanted a 46 truck. But you know what? I got to thinking about it. It's actually pretty sick that it's a 49, because then it matches Jubal, which is also a 49. So now we got a flatbed 4-wheel drive 49. We got a regular pickup 2-wheel drive 49, which apparently they considered this truck a half-ton, which I've read different things. Some of them said all 2-wheel drives were considered half-ton. Some people say, and I've read from earlier stuff that said some of these trucks were 2-wheel drive 1-ton, 2-wheel drive half-ton. And I've even heard people claim that they made a 3/4 ton, which I don't buy at all. The FC-150 was actually considered a 3/4 ton, but that comes much later than this truck. So, but anyway, we're gonna slam that engine in it, and then we're gonna check out our wheel bearings, get some brakes on this mofo, and probably clear coat it at some point, because it's got the patina. God, it's got the patina for days. It's epic, the amount of patina that it has. So we're gonna see about clear coat this sucker, and then just drive it until you're tired of it. Now, the only thing that I don't like about this unit, that does not fancy me, is that it's got the Timken clamshell rear end. Not a fan. The only one I've ever interacted with grenaded on me 5 minutes after I got the truck home, and then I had to go get another axle because nobody knows how to work on a Timken clamshell. It takes like special pullers to separate it, everything else. This truck has got that in it. Now, this truck could have 3 different kinds of gearing. It could be 538, it could be, I think, 488, or it could be 617, from what I've read. So, let's hope that it's not the 617, because it'd be a lot cooler if it wasn't. Now, fortunately, since it doesn't have a front axle to contend with, if the rear end is freakishly geared low, then we'll just rip it out from underneath it, roll it off to the side, and put a different Willys rear end under it so that it might move more than 15 miles an hour. Because Jubal is a 538 rear end, and he tops out at 35. Now, that's with an L head. The F head's got a little bit more horsepower, just a touch more torque, but still, it's not a very powerful engine. And this truck is going to be the shop truck. We're going to cruise over to O'Reilly's, up to Napa, stuff like that, to go get us some parts for other Willys. It's going to be sick. It's going to be so sick. So, let's see, what else was I going to show you? Oh, let me show you the sick tailgate real quick, because it's been a couple episodes since you got to see it. Let me show you. The reason why me and Erica went out to Oklahoma. Look at that WO. I'm going to leave it in the darkness a little bit for you. Make it mysterious. Look at that WO. Look at that thing. Look at it. So these trucks actually didn't come with a bumper. So all the old timers always put bumpers on them. They didn't come with a bumper so that you can do this. And if that bullcrap aftermarket bumper wasn't there, that tailgate would come all the way down flat, and then you could load and unload stuff. And if you had the dump bed assembly, you could dump it and everything else. So that's why these tailgates were made the way they were, and why these trucks didn't have rear bumpers. Most things, this one's got some kind of bumper BS attached to it, which we're going to take off. And it was nice of them because they drilled a hole in my fender to put it on there. But that's okay. That's all right. We're going to take that all off, set it off to the side. I don't know what kind of... We need to get a gas tank for this sucker. I'm willing to bet that one is compromised. But the back of the cab on this thing is in good shape. And it appears that its factory color was this burgundy, because the outside of it is red. So it's obviously been painted at some point. But and you can actually see the burgundy underneath this red. So that should be the factory paint, should be that color. This color on the door jamb, which is kind of cool. I like that color. Looks good. Looks good. Mighty good. So, this is Wayland. You're going to see a lot more of Wayland. We're going to order us some parts. We're going to start slamming it in. It really shouldn't be that big of an ordeal. I mean, the old engine's already out of the bay. All we got to do is spike that F head over there in it, and then it's ready. It's ready to go. It's ready for absolute maximum. Here's the lever for sending. Snap it off. Throw it on the floorboard, because you're sending it, and you're not going to let out of sending it, because the truck's not going to send itself. Okay? I don't know if you know this or not. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but these trucks do not send themselves. You have to send it. So, the only problem with is the truck is so sick that you're going to just be accosted everywhere you go. People are going to be attacking you. Sir, can I please look at your Willys truck? Can I drive it? Can I just touch it, please? Like, no, get away from me. All right? It's my truck. You go get your own truck. All right? Yeah. Look at it. Drink it up. Lustful eyes. But until the next video, until next time, until we're spiking that engine in, until we're slamming a clutch in, this is Red Clay Traveler signing out, and I hope you enjoy this video here. I hope you enjoy my rambling. Hope you like seeing a Willys in its natural habitat, which is with me, with Red Clay Traveler. You can't have too many. You got to collect them all. And we're going to do it. The next on the list, since we got this 49, my other 49, we need a 49 Jeepster, we need a 49 panel delivery, and we need a 49 wagon. So there's only a few more left to collect. Oh, and we need like a 49 ambulance too. But that's, that's starting to get extra there. You gotta calm it down. But this is going to be a sick, sick truck. It's going to look so good. It's going to sound good. It is good. It smells good. Except for the rat shit. But it is good. All right. But if you enjoy this, if you want to see more of Waylon, okay? If you want to see Waylon on one of these t-shirts that I'm working on, because I'm starting to work on the t-shirt thing. I like the idea. So I'm going to see if we can't come up with a couple different designs. I'm going to run them past you maybe, see what you think. If you want to see Waylon, maybe the WO tailgate, a picture of him, or maybe just the grill or something, a side view of Waylon on a shirt that says simply apply the send lever or something like that, then let me know. Let me know. Leave us a comment. We like reading them. I read them to Waylon. He likes hearing it too. Don't you, Waylon? He nodded. He said yes. Anyway, have a pleasant tomorrow. I'm going to South Carolina tomorrow, so no video tomorrow, but we're going to put this one on, and you'll get to enjoy thoroughly some Waylon content. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Go get yourself a Willys, or if you already got one, go play with it, man. Do it. Go. Go send it with the Willys. Go conquer. Get it.